Shout out to everybody right now on Facebook, YouTube, IG. All my IG is out there. You feel me? Shout out to my peoples. Y'all want to give a super duper shout out to two people. You feel what I'm saying? My man, Old Marvelous, straight from out of the Middle East. Assalamu alaikum to you, my brother and your family. Happy birthday to you. And my girl, Kalani Lani. Happy birthday to you, man. Happy birthday to you. You feel me? Yo, listen. Life's good out here. You feel what I'm saying? So all you people that's out here thinking that Monday was going to be a day of rest, there's some podcasters out here that's still at it. Like me, you know. But yeah, like I said, man, shout out to my peoples, man. Happy birthday to them, you feel me? Everyone that's out there on FB right now, you probably still chilling. Happy Juneteenth. That's what I'm talking about. 10 days after Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the 4th of July is. I kind of never really knew what the 4th of July was. No doubt. Oh, you feel what I'm saying? Susuni, yo. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to everybody around the world, around the globe. Shout out to my man King Sharif in the building. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Catch him on what is the television station, Sharif? Oh, that's right. News 18 up in Elmira. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out here in Cincinnati. Man, listen, it is the day after the 4th of July. And, you know, my daughter brought up something that was very interesting. And it was kind of crazy for me because we was getting out the car yesterday and she was saying something like, she said, Dad, why is it that we fire fireworks on the 4th of July, right? And veterans have PTSD. Hey, as much as I wanted to laugh, I'm like, yo, she right. Like, you know, we firing fireworks and everything, you know what I mean? We got dudes that's home from the wars and all that, and as veterans that got issues with loud noises like that sound like guns. And you know, bullets going off. Yo, I know it's kind of funny, but that's for real though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, we firing fireworks, you know what I'm saying? Homeboy ain't take his medicine today, and it is going down. That's all I gotta say. You feel me? But yeah, man. Shout outs to everyone out there today. You know, whatever you did for your 4th of July weekend. You know, shout out to you. I'm glad that everyone got some time off to kind of, you know, just really relax and kind of, you know, get back into the swing and the mode of working. I know right now a lot of government offices are really opening up. I know definitely in Ohio that Columbus will be back this month coming up, actually next week, talking about Columbus to be wide open. So all the major cities in Ohio are definitely going to be open. Then you got the federal government who also saying the same thing, like, yo, listen, we about to get back in the full swing. So for all you people that still want to sit at home, you got to make some real serious decisions. I understand it. You know, some people don't know if COVID real. You know, some people don't know, you know, how to handle this. You know, it's a lot of psychological issues. Shout out to my man Tap In, you know, Leon White. But like I was saying, you know, you just never know like how people are really feeling psychologically about this thing, man. I mean, there's a lot of issues going on with this right now. So for all you people that are really having like a PTSD moment about it, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to you. You know, God bless you. You know, I hope that, you know, all of us can get through this thing. You know, and I say us, I don't separate myself from it either, because peace, God, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? So I don't belittle it. I don't take away from it because it's real. You know, people are really having withdrawal symptoms from this thing. You feel what I'm saying? It is heavy. So, you know, shout out to everyone that's out there fighting through this whole pandemic scare. This whole thing that took place months ago, man, is because a lot of people really lost their lives out here. And you know, as I stutter with it, because I'm still kind of at a loss for words about how many people have actually passed from this thing, and the amount of people who, even in my family, my immediate family and my extended family, you know, we've lost people too. So, you know, I still get into these somber moments when I think about, you know, what we're living through and what we're dealing with right now. You know what I'm saying? Post pandemic, really, that's what this is. This is post pandemic situations going on right now. So you know, I just want to just tell everybody, man, just keep doing what you're doing out here. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get greater later, right? That's what we talking about. You feel me? So listen, like, share, what I'm saying? Tag it to your people's pages and everything. You feel what I'm saying? Tag it to somebody's new feed. You feel me? And let's go from there. You feel me? But right now, real quick, I just want to just definitely give a shout out to all my people, my entrepreneurs that out here, you know what I'm saying, doing what they do. Somebody just hit me up. Wow. Already. We didn't really get started yet. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. So we ready to get it popping. That's really what it is. You feel me? So let's get ready to rock and roll. So listen, man, welcome to tonight's segment of the Chop. Tonight's show is about, what do you do when your soul gets tired? Now, of course, we can always take this from a biblical standpoint, right? But before we even get into that, I want to talk about some other things real quick. Just kind of giving us a platform for us to talk about any and everything. Okay, I don't want us just to kind of be confined to this one area because we're about to go into exactly what I want us to talk about. This is just going to be a segue for us to go into it. All right, y'all with me? Y'all with me? That's what's up. Ooh, okay then. I see it going on out here in the hood. You feel me? So hold on, guys. Give me a second. Bam, we are back like cook crack. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, Ava? How you doing this evening? Shout out to my peoples in New York, in the Bronx, the BX, doing it big. Yo, it was so much going on this past week, and let's talk about it. You feel me? Of course, we know about Sha'Carri Richardson getting suspended for 30 days. You feel what I'm saying? For testing positive for weed. We know about that. So I'm still kind of confused on why are you suspending somebody who is taking a drug that does neither performance enhance nor does it has healing properties to the point where it gives a athlete an advantage. Well, okay, so anyway, that probably smoke weed too, IOC. But so right now the federal government is definitely involved in it. And guess what? They're actually looking at her suspension, and they're actually petitioning the I guess the company or that they use for this drug test. So the federal government is now involved. Okay, hey, that's what happens when you get Kamala Harris in the building. You feel me? You got a black VP. She tested all waters. You feel me? But yeah, it's a lot of gaslighting going on. Because here's one of the things that I really didn't like about the headlines with it. Now it's not just about her smoking weed. Now it's about putting her sexuality on front. Once again, LGBTQ community strikes again. Cancel culture. All of you guys, listen. Her sexuality of who she is, being a bisexual, has nothing to do with the fact that she is an Olympic sprinter or hurdler that got suspended. What are we putting sexuality in it for? Like, come on, man. It's a lot. It's a lot of gaslighting with that. You feel what I'm saying? Putting a whole different spin on it now. And so here we go. Now it's going to be a whole nother article about this next. I will guarantee you in the next 2 days, it'll be an article about her sexuality. And then next thing you know, the LGBTQ community, which of course I have nothing against. Let me be clear. I'm just saying there's people that are opportunists that are always looking for clout. They're always clout chasing. Bottom line. And do not clout chase and make a name off of Sha'Carri Richardson, you feel me? Because you don't have no clout. Let me move right along. Yo, also, let me tell y'all something. The violence is getting deep. So y'all better beware of what's going on out here. Yo, we got an 8 and a 9-year-old boy, two boys that are 8 and 9 years old was charged with murder of a 62-year-old man in South Carolina. Yo, it's real out here. We just had 5 people shot the other day, teenagers out here the other day in Cincinnati. 2 of them died. So I'm just letting y'all know this is real. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the AfroCap Swim Company going on. They got banned because the IOC talk about, it doesn't fit the natural size of the head. Man, listen. But now all of a sudden, they're putting it under review. It's a lot going on out here, man. A lot going on. And then, of course, we got our boy Bill. So listen, they came down on Felicia Rashad down at Howard. Bill like, yo, y'all might as well just give me back that money then. All that money y'all done gave y'all, they need to give back that money. Because she spoke her truth. But hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Like they say, there's really no freedom of speech when there's really no freedom. But anyway, let's talk about it. You dig what I'm saying? We're talking about what do you do when your soul is tired? Yeah, I want to give a shout out to everybody who has dug down deep at this particular point in time. You know what I'm saying? We are definitely living in a different kind of time. We are definitely living in a different kind of time. Hey, what's going on, Cassie? Shout out to my girl Cassie. You feel what I'm saying? She just joined up. Cassie Derwin in the building. My man Wiz just tapped in. You know, so we're living in a different time. We're living in a time where everything seems to be either violent, microwave. Stories are always spinning. The internet is live. The internet is always winning. They got jokes up about Bill Cosby talking about all drinks on me with his head on the Tupac body with the all eyes on me a picture of Tupac. A whole lot of stuff going on. But the one thing I gotta say is that mental health is still real, and I will always be a front runner to talk about mental health. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is real. And so what do you do when your soul is tired? Okay, first for me, and I speak for me, and I maybe speak for a cluster of people who I know. You dig what I'm saying? We definitely go into prayer. That's what we do. Okay, but then after that, there's a process in which many of us go through. And like my man Angie Frashilla said, you feel what I'm saying, from the podcast, Real AF. You dig what I'm saying? Yo, you're not gonna get no sugar-coated stuff on my show. Okay? We're gonna tell you like it is. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you're not gonna get nothing out of it. But what do you do when you're tired? Now I want to talk about that for a second, because a lot of times we talk about how easy it is. You just got to do this, or you just got to do that, or you just got to change your mindset. It is not that easy when you are dealing with a soulful tiredness. You feel what I'm saying? It's different than you having an emotional drainage, than you have a mental drainage. But when you got a soulful drainage, that's just a little bit deeper. You feel what I'm saying? That goes a little bit more than just the mindset. You dig what I'm saying? Changing the mindset. It goes a little bit deeper than that now. You feel me? Because you're dealing in a place where it requires you to have, like my pastor said yesterday, you either gonna have good faith or you're gonna have great faith. You dig what I'm saying? Excuse me, I almost knocked my mic down and everything. Once again, you either gonna have good faith or you're gonna have great faith. Shout out to my pastor, R.J. Russo O'Neill, the second. When he said that yesterday, you did what I'm saying. And so, we walk around, and a lot of times, we have to ask ourselves, like, who are we talking to when we're mustering up this depth? For me, I prayed and followed prayer. I follow that up with actions like counseling. I'm gonna touch that. Oh, give me a second. I'm gonna touch that in a second. So we gotta dig deep, right? And that's what we say. So who are we talking to necessarily when we begin this process? Because in the beginning, it feels like we're just talking to. Excuse me. I had some corn chips earlier today, and I still got that tickle in my throat now. So please forgive me. So we have to ask ourselves the question: who are we talking to? The first person that you minister to every day, you talk to every day, is yourself. So the question is: are you talking to yourself, or are you talking to the person which is the former shell of himself? A lot of times we find ourselves not talking to ourselves. We find ourselves talking to the former shell of what is our true self should be. We really do that. You dig what I'm saying? And then we begin this real psych out conversation going on. So then you're asking yourself, who are you talking to? And I ask myself the same question because I go through it myself. It's all a process about how we dig deep to the soul to get to where we need to get to. You feel me? So for some people, it's praying, fasting. Such as myself, praying, fasting, a couple other people. You feel what I'm saying? Once we hit the praying, fasting, whether you Muslim, whether you Jew, whether whether you deal in Judaism, you know what I'm saying? So, however you deal, you feel me? You got to find the space in the place where you could just strip everything down and start moving these pieces around on the board so you can figure out why your soul is tired. Being around people, being around other people, you feel what I'm saying, that suck your energy, and we talk about this all the time. When you be around the people that keep taking the life from you, you feel what I mean? You can't even begin. You can't even begin to get to the place that you need to get to so you can start talking life and speaking life into yourself. It's great when you got other people praying for you, or it's great when you got other people talking to you. You feel what I'm saying? But it's nothing like speaking life into you. It's nothing like that, because you can hear these things. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring that in a second, Cassie. Give me a minute. So, you got to understand that when you have these, when you're trying to reach the part of you that's being blocked off, you feel what I'm saying? That's a fight. That's a fight mentally and spiritually that's going on at the same time. You have to put some things in place. And I gotta tell you, and I'm speaking to many people tonight from a spiritual place. And I'm not saying to you, you gotta go join church, or you gotta go be this Muslim, this Hebrew Israelite, or practice this yoga, the mantras and all that other stuff. I'm not saying that you got to follow what I follow, believe what I believe, because what worked for me it may not work for you, and vice versa. But what I'm saying to you that you got to get some type of spiritual base. My man O say on IG, for me, I prayed and follow prayer. I follow that up with actions like counseling. There's nothing wrong with counseling. And again, I urge all my people that's in the Black community, please, if you are dealing with something that is much deeper than yourself, and you are still dealing with them things that happened to you as a child, you are required, you may require counseling. And that's real. It's because sometimes just the prayer may not be enough. God could be ordering your step, or whatever your higher power is could be ordering your step into this direction, but you keep fighting that direction. And a lot of times we do it. I'm guilty. Raise my hand up high, double time. You feel what I'm saying? So, and Cassie says, for me, she goes into her spiritual court. Now, she goes into her spiritual court. Now, I'm not too familiar with that, but I do understand what she means by that. She goes into her spiritual place. So, however she has her spiritual place set up, you dig what I'm saying? And she gets into that area, whether she sits in the middle of her rug or her floor, and she has her incense or whatever brings her that peace. That's what she does. Again, what works for me may not work for you, and vice versa. And she said, my guides and M guards. Cassie, I'm gonna get you on the show one day, because I definitely want to get with you and my man Wiz. You guys, I believe you guys practice the same thing. And don't get me wrong, I don't know nothing about it. I mean, I'm 100% what I do. You did what I'm saying, but I believe that there's other people that are out there who practice what y'all practice. You know what I'm saying, and dealing with the chakras and things like that. So trying to get a better understanding. You feel me? So shout out to y'all. And unlocking keys inside of, and however you unlock them. But yeah, definitely I'm definitely gonna hit you up. Okay, so just know in the next 2 weeks I'm gonna hit you and my man Wiz up. But when your soul gets tired, like again, you shout out shout out to my mans. Truth be told, just this came on. But like I said, what do you do when your soul gets tired? Changing the people that you be around. That's one of the things. But what happens when you get addicted to those people that you used to being around, and now they become attached to your soul, but you know that they're not good for you? Oh, the topic tonight: what do you do when your soul gets tired? What do you do when your soul gets tired? That's the topic tonight. That's the topic tonight, bro. And the reason why I chose to speak about this topic, because all of the madness that's going on right now. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my peoples on the Truth Be Told podcast. Check them out. You feel what I'm saying? My man Glam and Rain in the building. You feel me? They always checking in back with them too. You can check their podcast out. Definitely. It's only been a night, right? You need to reevaluate yourself every quarter. My man Sharif says, yo, yeah, you definitely need to reevaluate yourself. You got to definitely, you sit down, like when I went up to go see Sharif, Sharif gave me a book and I put it up the other day because I started reading it right here called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You feel what I'm saying? And so, I had to reevaluate some things because when I was talking to my little brother was like, yo, Vince, here, listen, I'm gonna drop this off to you. Here, drop this in your spirit. So, you have to be open for people to drop things into your spirit because if not, you're gonna close yourself off. And a lot of times this is what we do. We close ourselves off because we think that we know already what's best at that moment. But then at the moment, remember what we talking about. At the moment, we thinking we know what's best, but you have people that's already looking past the moment. We looking at the moment, then you got people that's seeing you, that's looking past the moment and saying to you, bruh, sis, this is I believe this might help you. They're not trying to put you on their path. They're trying to help you get on the path. But a lot of times we don't have that good. We only got good faith. We don't have great faith. We only got good faith. We don't have great faith. Don't miss your blessing because of your ego. That's another thing. Let's talk about that too. A lot of times we don't like to listen to people because we get too chalked up on ego. Let's talk about that. Let me raise my hand. Plenty of times I done missed my blessing due to my ego. I remember growing up, I think I was an egomaniac. People that know me know like, yo, Vince walked with the big chip on his shoulder. You feel what I'm saying? When I said things, I thought I was God when I said it. Like, it was just, yo, that's what it is. You feel me? But that wasn't true. That was just my ego talking. You dig what I'm saying? I was really crying out for help and didn't even know it. A lot of times when a lot of you people that's out there that they put their ego in front of logic, that's just you crying out for help. Period. Like O said, prayer, counseling, nothing wrong with it. Not saying you got to go see a psychiatrist or a psychologist. You can just go see a therapist or a life coach, such as myself. When my practice will be up and running in the next few weeks, we'll talk more about that as well. So, and like Cassie says, you have confirmation and clarity. Now, I'm gonna hold off on that for a second, Cassie. So we're talking about the ego. You feel what I'm saying? So when your ego begin to speak for you, how many times many of you have let your ego speak for you? Yo, if you let your ego speak for you, yo, put hearts on the joint. You feel what I'm saying? Put hearts on the screen. If you ever let your ego just speak for you, you feel what I'm saying? It is okay. It's okay to say, yo, my ego spoke for me. It's okay to do that. It's okay to put them hearts up and say, yo, my ego spoke for me. That's cool. You feel me? Because admitting it was just the first step in the process. You feel me? Everyone, like, and you're right, Sharif. Everyone can use some counseling. Heck, I can use some counseling. You got kids right now that definitely need some counseling. You feel what I'm saying? Because of what's going on out here, and there's nothing wrong with it doing it daily. My man Jay SSO BJJ, my ego spoke for me for sure. Definitely, listen, and that is a fire starter. That is a troublemaker for us. You dig what I'm saying? Allowing our ego to speak for us. Once that begins to happen, we can't do nothing but spiral out of control. Because that's what usually happens. We spiral out of control once our ego begins to chop it up for us. So we got to first check the ego at the door. We have to be open to new idea. Okay. Once we check that ego in, you feel me? Now we strip that ego out the way. Now we ain't got nothing but ourselves. This is when you versus you come in. Cassie say Mars energy. Okay. So, a lot of people don't know what the Mars energy is. So real quick, let me give you guys a kind of a definition on what she is talking about. Primary focus. The energy of Mars is primarily focused on the existence. Mars is the counterpart of Venus, war and peace, hate and love. The energy of Mars, however, cannot be missed. It gives the energy to tackle things in order to continue. In order to continue, she says fire. So it's saying to you, what she just said, Mars energy is the total opposite of war, of Venus. You dig what I'm saying? So she just said that it's the energy that gives you the strength to continue to push on and persevere. That's Mars energy from what she's speaking from, the perspective in which she deals in. Now, you have people who, make their salat, you know what I'm saying, say their prayers, things like that. But once again, it's still you versus you. What's going on, Kenya? What's going on? So it's still you versus you at the end of the day. So now the ego is stripped. So it's you versus you. So how are you seeing yourself? What mirror are you holding up now? Get those yes people out of your circle. Because when your soul gets tired, you don't need yes people. You don't no longer need yes people around you. You need the people that's going to be around you that's going to say, hey, Vince, stop that BS. Hey, Vince, that's wrong. No, Vince. You need those people that's going to tell you no when you're wrong. They're going to tell you no when you're wrong, and they're going to stand on that no matter how bad. You're like, come on, man, you bugging. Nah, no, I'm not doing it. No people. You need those. And the truth is definitely needed. Yes, Cassie. You feel what I'm saying? Because if we don't have these people around us, we'll continue to do the things that we've been doing that made us so unsuccessful, that made us so tired, that drained us, because it's insanity for us to think that we're going to keep doing things the same exact way and get different results. That is true definition of insanity. That is something that we have learned. Many of us have learned in our college days, in our youth, in our early 20s. We heard this insanity plea, this insanity line forever and a day, but it's so true. We always used to expect different things. And I'm going to give you a prime example. Sharif is on here right now. And Sharif told me before he left to go to Syracuse. He said, come on, OG. You can't keep doing it the same way. You got to go ahead and reinvent yourself on this thing. Remember that conversation, Sharif, you gave me? You told me you've been doing this. You feel what I'm saying? Now it's time to reinvent yourself on it. That's what you told me. And ever since then, you feel what I'm saying? That's all I've been doing is reinventing myself with it. You did what I'm saying? I already had the style of flavor, the pizzazz for this thing. I always had the knack for it. I always had the love for this. You feel what I'm saying? But when you saw me drowning, you told me, yo, OG, I know that it's hard for you to do right now. You was like, yo, but you've got to reinvent yourself. Period. Guess what? When he told me that, he shot that advice to me. It was a hard 2 years, bro. But I woke up one day and I called him while he was at school, and he said to me, yo, V, go this route. And I thought about it. I said, yo, you know what? Let me go that route. I've been on point ever since. That's why while everybody's sleeping, while everybody taking the day off, because it's July 5th, guess who here? Your boy dropping the podcast talking about when your soul gets tired. So listen, I want to tell y'all this, man. And I'm gonna leave this in closing. You feel me? Thank you, Cassie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it definitely. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I love what I do. I remember when I was at my lowest point. One of my lowest points in my life was when I was going through my divorce. You feel what I'm saying? My soul was tired because I was tired of love. I was tired of hearing people talk about, you know what I'm saying? Yo, it's gonna be all right. I was tired of just being around people giving my energy. I was tired. But when my God came to me and told me that, yo, this is your time to get yourself back up and moving. You feel me? We was out there trying to work out. We was out there jumping rope. We was out there doing the ladders. We was out there doing the hurdles. We was out there doing everything that we could do to get jump started. But that wasn't just it. It didn't matter because I didn't want to remove my ego. Love what you do and do what you love. That's right, Cassie. You feel me? All I'm saying to you guys is this. Cassie said it perfectly. Love what you do and do what you love. You got to remove the junk, the mess out of your way. You got to remove the people. You got to remove the people. You got to remove the negative enigmas. You got to remove the negative statements that people like to make. Your circle is going to get so small that it's going to look like this. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to be the people who say they love you that don't necessarily show you how much they love you. They just tell you how much they love you. They don't want to help you walk this walk. They don't want to be there for you while you're going through these tough times. You got to get rid of those people out of your circle because you don't need nobody draining your energy. You don't need that. We are living in a time where you have to be around people who are knowing how to live life in a positive way. Remove all the distractions. That's right, Cassie. You got to remove all the distractions. And sometimes, my brother is gonna always be my brother, and my sister's always gonna be my sister. But everyone not going where you going. There's gonna be a chosen few people that's gonna go in the same direction as you. Hell, I may not be going in the same direction as my brother, but good luck to you while you walking in that direction. And maybe, as you're walking in that direction, we gonna meet up somewhere else. You feel what I'm saying? But you still my brother. I'm still gonna talk to you at family functions. You just walking in a different direction. And who's saying that the way that you going is not is negative, but it's for you. So like my man Sharif just said, you gotta have 3 L's. Listen, learn, and level up. 3 L's. Listen, learn, level up. You feel me? Yeah, thank you. Oh, I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? I tell you this. It's by God's will and by God's design, bro. I'm so happy that I'm able to bring content that is moving and and really life changing. You dig what I'm saying? And I thank God for that. You know what I mean? Every day that He gives me a voice to be able to do this thing right here. And so I appreciate all of y'all love and support. Like I tell people, I don't care if I have one person watching me every day, every time I come on. If I reach, or 10,000 people, if I reach one person, I'm happy and I'm glad that I was able to do the job that I was sent to do and I've been given to do. Listen in silence, same letters. Listen in silence, same letters. You gonna hit Cassie? We gonna have a talk because you be dropping the subliminals. I gotta kind of like dip on you for a second before I say something. You know what I'm saying? You hit me in the head. We gonna talk though. Like I said, I'm gonna give you a call over. I'm gonna hit you in the next 2 weeks, and we gonna definitely chop it up. But yeah, man. So like I said, what do you do when your soul gets tired, man? You gotta get rid of the ego. You gotta dig deep. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that it's you versus you. Inshallah, next week I'll be traveling. You be traveling back to New York. That's what's up, bro. Definitely make sure you go visit the peoples at BK9. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you hit them. I already know you are, so I ain't about to say nothing about that. But anyway, yeah, man. So, for all y'all out there that listen tonight, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna keep y'all. You did what I'm saying. It's 10:34. We in the building. You feel what I mean? I got people that's chiming in on my post right now. You dig? What do you do when your soul gets tired? Here's what I do. I pray and I pray and I write down what I want. I pray, I write it down, and I speak into existence. I pray, I write it down, I speak it, and I think, therefore I am, so I begin to do it. Okay? 4 things. May not work for you, but if you try it, I believe that it will. Pray, write it down, speak it into existence, and act as if it's already expected to happen. That's when you know, when you acting this thing out that you believe, it is great faith. It is no longer good faith. It's no longer just sitting on a piece of paper anymore. Now that you are acting like it. You feel what I'm saying? Definitely, Sharif, I love you, man. Always to hit you up, boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, pray, speak it, write it down, and get your journal too. And write it down. That's what we talking about. That's what I'm saying, Sharif. Also get a journal. So write it down. Speak what you want into existence. Because at the end of the day, if no one got confidence in you and belief in you, it gotta always be you that have the confidence and the belief. Always. No matter what. Even if the odds are against you, you could be in a strange man in a strange land. You feel me? If the odds are against you, it's only because you have allowed those odds to be against you. You allowed it. I don't care what anybody says about Vince. I know that when I stand on what I stand on, I believe in what I believe, I'm going to make it happen. And it may not happen now, but when it does, boy, you going to know. For real, you going to know. And when you know, and when you find out that what I say is real, and I'm the only one that got to prove it to me. I don't got to prove it to nobody else. So, like my people saying on IG right now, here, I'm going to read off some of the comments real quick. Get a journal. That's what my man Sharif just said. Cassie said, I got journals. Omar says, yo, awesome plan. Definitely. Prayer, write it down, speak it, and act on it. And Sharif says again, keep a personal pocket journal, okay? It'll elevate you so much. So what happened was Sharif also gave me a red notebook that I also have. You did what I'm saying? And I'm supposed to write down in it when I come up with an idea or when I complete a task. And that's what I've been doing. See, you cannot be afraid to see what will work for you. Some things will, some things won't. It may not be time for that to work for you. So you just put a pin in it and you'll come back to it. You feel what I'm saying? You get a pin and you come back to it. Trust and believe. The people that I hang out with now definitely are people, and people I listen to definitely are motivators, man. Motivators. And let me say this. It's 10:38. I'm gonna wind down right now, ladies and gentlemen. I want to leave this with you. For all of us that are on here, for all of us that have a voice, for all of us that use IG, Facebook, YouTube, heck, any social media platform, okay? You have a responsibility as an innovator, as a content creator, to inject positive vibes, energies, thoughts into the air. Because our kids are so impressionable. People are so impressionable. People are looking for things to grasp onto. If a whole new religion started today, you'd be surprised how many people will join that religion tomorrow. We watch it. We watch how people gravitate to things that they should not be gravitating to, but who are we to judge? The only thing I tell you is this, is that if you are on these platforms, you have a duty and a responsibility as a content creator, as an innovator, to put positive energies into the air. Because if you don't, and let me be clear, if you are in this only for the money, trust and believe you will be found out about. Cancel culture will catch up to you. You feel what I'm saying? Some are people and some are sheepy. You got to explain that to me, Cassie. I don't know what you mean by that, but like I told you, I gotta kind of duck and dodge sometimes when you be telling me some things. You gonna explain a lot of stuff to me. But yeah, man, You know, I appreciate all of you. Yo, what do you do when your soul gets tired? Prayer. Write it down. Speak it into existence and act on it. Okay? That's the difference between just having good faith, now faith for the moment, and great faith forever. Yo, it's your boy Vince Paz in the building. You dig what I'm saying? Like, share all this right now. You feel what I'm saying? Your man Vince Paz, man. You go catch me on Wednesday. We got a segment coming up on Wednesday, Father and Son. I'm going to be interviewing Paul McMillan the third and Paul McMillan the fourth. Yo, these are things that don't get talked about in the black community, man. Or we don't even see this. So, yo, check it out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check the rhyme, y'all. Y'all love y'all, man. I'ma holler at y'all later. Peace.